Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lessons in Leadership. Team, this week we're moving on to chapter 21 in our study series of John Maxwell's book, Leadership Gold. Now, the title of this chapter is Those Who Start the Journey with You Seldom Finish with You. Boy, I'll tell you, when I read the title of that chapter, it gave me pause. It made me stop and think about all the people that have been involved in my life and in my journey along the way. Some who are still there and some aren't. So if you've ever outgrown a friendship, for example, or you've walked through a transition or felt the sting of someone leaving you when you needed the most, you already understand this truth. So leadership isn't just about the vision you pursue, it's also about the people you lose and the people God brings to you, right, along the way. And the higher your calling, the more relational changes you're going to experience. So why people don't finish the journey with you? Let's go through a few examples here. Number one, some don't grow at your pace. Leadership demands growth. It demands discipline. It demands courage, and it develops a high level of character. And the truth is that not everyone wants that. Some people just prefer to be in their comfort zone. They prefer comfort to calling. They prefer familiarity to faith, predictability to purpose. So when you grow and others don't, that distance, that gap is going to become unavoidable. Number two, some don't share your calling, right? God gives vision to individuals, not groups, right? Each one of us is called to run our own race. So even good people may not have the capacity, the alignment, or spiritual maturity to walk the entire journey with you. And that's okay, right? This isn't betrayal, it's just reality. And it's part of God's stewardship plan for your life. Number three, some are only in your life for a season. A season is not a lifetime. Some people are the scaffolding necessary for building, but not meant to stay there permanently. So as seasons change, relationships shift, and that's okay. So God removes the wrong people to make space for the right ones. And not necessarily, they're not the wrong people. They were the right people for that season. But now you need a new set of people to take you to that next level. Next, the leadership test in this hidden truth. Okay. The leadership test hidden in this truth. Leaders often struggle with loss, especially relational loss. But what John reminds us is this: losing people is not a sign of failure, it's a sign of movement. So if no one is leaving, it may mean that no one is growing, including the leader. So the question isn't, why didn't they stay? The real question is who is God bringing into the picture next? Big difference. So how should a leader respond when people do leave, right? Sometimes somebody leaves and you think it's the end of the world, but how should we respond as a leader when somebody leaves? Pretty simple. Bless them, right? Bless those who leave. Don't close your heart. Don't rehearse resentment, and don't rewrite the relationship in bitterness, right? Honor the role they played while they were there with you. They were there with you for a reason and for a season. So honor that role that they played with you for the time that they were with you. Number two, strengthen those who stay. Your core team deserves your best focus, your clearest communication, and your deepest gratitude. So pour into the ones who are still walking with you. They're supposed to be there at this time. And number three, prepare for those who will join you next, right? This is your bench strength. These are people who are going to be coming on board. So leadership is seasonal. Some will depart, new people will arrive, and the more open your hands, the freer God is to place the right people in them. So let's talk about a few key takeaways from this chapter. All right, key takeaway number one: growth always creates relational separation. Okay, so we talked about that. Growth always creates relational separation. So that's part of the game, right? So if you know that that's part of the game, you shouldn't be taken back by it when someone leaves or you part ways. It's just part of the game. Number two, God sends people for seasons, not always for life. Okay. God sends people for seasons, not always for life. Number 3, losing people isn't failure. It's part of leadership refinement. Number 4, your calling requires courage to walk forward even when others walk away. That's what makes you a leader, right? You are going forward to places that they may not be comfortable with. There are going to be some people that will stay with you, and there are going to be some people that fall away. And again, that's okay. And number 5, every relational ending makes space for a new beginning. That's how growth happens. Every time one thing ends, it opens up the door for new beginnings. So here's a few reflection questions for you, okay? In your leadership role, and you can share these with your key leadership team. First question to reflect on is, what relationship shifts have been the hardest for you to accept? Have you ever been slighted by someone and you just feel like, wow, how could they do that to me? I poured in so much into them, and then this is the thanks I get? Have you ever felt that, right? So that's a great question for you. What relationship shifts has been the hardest for you to accept? Second question, are you holding on to someone God has been quietly asking you to release? Are you the problem? Are you holding on to something that you're supposed to let go of? Great question. Number 3, who is still walking with you that you need to appreciate more intentionally, right? When you're familiar and you're used to people, certain people being around you all the time, it's very easy to stop showing them appreciation. But this is the exact time when we need to recognize what we already have. And we need to give gratitude, we need to give thanks, and we need to appreciate them intentionally. Number 4, what might God be preparing by removing certain people from your journey? Wow. That is, that's a question that I stopped and I really thought about it for a minute, because sometimes when something gets taken away, you're like, no, give me that back. But the question is what might God be preparing that we're not aware of? And in order for that to happen, in order for you to go up and grow up to the next level, certain people, certain things in your life have to go. And then number 5, how have past relationship losses actually strengthened your leadership? Now, this is the thing about getting older and having more time and more experience. You gain some wisdom and you realize that some of these past relationships had to have happened in order for you to get stronger, in order to take your leadership to the next level. So here's a few action steps that you can take. I've got 5 of those for you as well. Okay, action step number 1, audit your inner circle. List the people who are closest to you. Who's on the bench? Who's right there with you? And then ask God, who is meant to stay and who is meant for a season? Do I feel in my heart of hearts that all of these people are going to stay with me? If not, why not? Who's meant to stay with me, God, and who's meant just for a season? And once you feel like you know that answer, then everything is okay. Number 2, release with gratitude. If someone is drifted away, bless them and move forward with peace. Okay, it's as simple as that. Don't hold on to it. Don't be upset about it. If someone is drifted, bless them, wish them well, and move forward with peace. Number 3, invest in your core. Schedule intentional time with the people who have proven loyal and they're in alignment with your vision and with your mission. Okay, so invest in them. Schedule time with them. They need to feel important. Number 4, watch for new alignments. Pray daily. God, send the right people into my life for this season. I just had something profound happen. I won't get into it on here, but this is literally what has just happened in my life recently. The prayer is, God, put me in the right position. Introduce me to the right people. Send the right people into my life for this season, for this chapter of my life. And then let him work. Number 5, lead with open hands. The calling God put on your life is too big to carry people who refuse to grow with you. See, your calling is for you. It's not for anyone else but you. You have a calling. You have certain gifts and talents that you're meant to use. And sometimes that calling may be bigger. It may be too much to bear for other people because this is your calling. It's not theirs. So lead with love, but lead forward. So a few closing thoughts here. John Maxwell reminds us that leadership is not just about gaining people. It's about also gracefully releasing them. I love that. It's not just about gaining people. It's about gracefully releasing the ones who aren't meant to be there anymore. The key is moving forward with faith, with courage, and with clarity. Hope you enjoyed today's training. Looking forward to seeing you next week for chapter 22. Can't believe it. We've got 26 lessons in the series and we're up to 22 next week, and we'll see you then.